What's up? I'm Jack.
And I'm Will.
And this is the Job Experiment.
After dark.
Cheers to that. So awkward with the can. I don't want to spill.
Yeah.
So we are drinking Oktoberfest.
By Sloop Brewing.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's got pretty good ratings. It has not been officially rated by like any big name.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bunch of ratings on like Untapped, which is like essentially like a Yelp for beer.
Yeah.
But like Beer Advocate hasn't given it a rating yet because it's a new beer that came out this year.
Oh, this is new?
Yeah, it looks like it came out this year from like what I'm seeing.
That's cool. And it's from New York.
Yeah, so it's confusing. I didn't really understand this.
It says brewed and canned Hopewell Junction, New York, and Hampton, New York. Oh, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So two places actually, but one of them is New York. So.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I don't know if it like is brewed here and canned in New Hampshire or it's in brewed and canned in both.
Probably both. Probably two facilities that do it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Sloop Brewing, Oktoberfest.
Sloop. Never heard of Sloop in my entire life, so.
Oktoberfest is like a fall style lager. Sam Adams has one that's really. I actually really like the Sam Adams one.
This is good though. I like this.
You do?
Yeah. I like lager
it too. And it's a lager. I like lagers. They're light beers and easy to drink. And this has like kind of a, I don't know if they add like, in the brewing process, if they add like spice to the Oktoberfest. But it almost seems like the Sam Adams one feels like a Boston lager with like spices added in.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? To give it kind of like a fall.
Yeah. This one, I mean, it's subtle. But that's usually how beer is.
It is subtle.
Usually how beer is though. Like
especially lagers.
Little bits of flavoring.
Yeah. So I had an idea for today's episode.
Yeah.
I thought we would, because this episode's going to come out like right near Thanksgiving, like probably a week before.
Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cool. Like we're getting into the holiday season: Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
Yep.
I figured we would throw New Year's in too. It seems like.
Oh, now you're just adding to your whole thing. Okay, that's fine.
Well, those three. Well, it's like impossible not to. You can't like talk about Christmas and not talk about New Year's. It's like weird.
You're good.
They kind of coexist. I feel like.
Yep.
So, anyways, I thought we'd do a Q&A, like we've done in the past, where I ask a question and Jag asks one, but they have to be holiday specific.
Yeah. Holiday specific Q&A.
And it could be anything that had to do with like picking pumpkins, like getting a Christmas tree, to how do you shop on Black Friday, stuff like that. So.
Do you shop on Black Friday? Well, that seems like a yes or no answer. That'll be a quick Q&A.
Well, I feel like I could turn any yes or no answer into a very long response.
This guy, yeah. No,
like,
we are well aware that
in
you
2016 I didn't go out, and in 2017 I stayed out all night, and then this is why, and then now I.
That's what happens.
It is 100%.
All right. So you want to go first?
No, I think you should go first.
Oh boy.
Since it stresses you out.
Like 5 minutes ago, just quickly typed up some questions. So these are not good or anything, but like
I didn't write any
line.
questions down.
All right. Yeah, no need to brag. All right. You've been thinking about this all day. You said, "Oh, while I was in my loader, I've been thinking about all these
Excavator,
questions."
but yeah.
Whatever it is.
I was.
Okay. First question. What do you like better, Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner?
It's tough because I feel like at Christmas. At Christmas we usually have breakfast, but we
same thing then.
But we usually have dinner with Nikki's family, and I'm gonna say Christmas.
Oh,
I hate turkey, so.
Wow, I didn't know.
I don't really know a single person besides. I just had a turkey and it turned out actually pretty decent. But my uncle makes a really good turkey because he smokes it.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
So it keeps all the moisture in. It's like super juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Anyways, I'm not a big turkey fan. It always turns out dry. I'm just not.
I only like it on Thanksgiving. That's it. I don't eat it any other day of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I smash it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dark meat a lot, and a lot of people don't. So
I love it.
It's
dude.
always available.
That's the only thing I eat.
Isn't it weird though how many people don't like it?
Yeah, those people are wrong.
Yeah, thank you. I 100% agree. But at
There's
the
no
same
flavor
time,
in that.
I try not to push it because like I'm like one of the only people that eats it.
Right.
So, it leaves
so you don't want them to let on and get it.
Yeah, it leaves a lot, and there ain't much of it because there's just not much on a bird in general.
Yep.
To me, like if I did Thanksgiving at my house, I would do it different.
You would not have turkey.
I might have it just out of pure like tradition.
Like you have to.
But there would be a bunch of strip steaks and venison as well.
Nice.
And actually, instead of a turkey, I might do like 2 roast chickens or something instead. Because chickens are better, and I might even do some duck or something. I'd rather do duck or goose. I'd rather eat any of those foul birds than a turkey.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was my question. What do you got?
Sweet.
So your answer was Christmas, though.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner.
I would say, because usually at Christmas, like, we usually, like at Nikki's dad's, like, he'll make, like, lobster and scallops and clams and steak.
He goes all out.
Yeah, he goes all, when he cooks, he goes all out, dude. Like, does not mess around.
Nice.
He'll go get, like, fresh lobster and stuff. So good.
Yeah.
And he's good at cooking it, so, like, I feel like he can save a lot of money because he'll, like, he can buy it in bulk, you know, instead of, like, having to, cause everything's cheaper at home.
Yeah, of course.
He honestly makes it better than that. You could get it at a restaurant.
Well,
he's one of the only people I, like, feel like I'll eat their seafood. You know what I mean? Like, whenever somebody makes seafood, I'm always like,
kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know about this. But he makes seafood really great. Like,
I agree. I don't usually like seafood anyways. I like fish fry, but, like, I'm not a big seafood fan. But if it's done right, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
But most times it's not good.
No, I get it. So. I love seafood. Like, I'll smash crab legs and lobster.
I do like lobster, though.
And shrimp.
I do like that, yeah.
I love shrimp. And that's one of my favorite things at Christmas time is, like, the shrimp appetizers just everywhere.
No, I don't like shrimp.
It's funny because people always dip in that red sauce. It's kind of spicy. I love spicy food. I just like shrimp by itself. Just raw.
That's disgusting.
Right down my throat.
See, why do you gotta throw that in there? Right down my throat. Oh, dude. No. No. Alright, so anyways, that was your answer. Okay, What's your question?
Do you buy gifts for your parents at Christmas?
Yes. I feel like all your questions are just gonna be yes or no answers.
No, they're not.
Yes, I do. But, like, how do I elaborate on that? Yeah. I buy...
Well, like, some people don't. Or some people, like I don't... I
mean, I didn't always.
I don't go all out on my parents. Because it's, like, really hard to. Like, my dad just, like, kind of gets what he wants. And, like...
Well, yeah, and my parents are super weird about it, too. Like, if you bought something that cost, like, a good amount of money, they'd be like, why did you give me this? And I'm like,
yeah.
Just take it. I'll give you a gift.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know.
That's how my parents are. So, like, I usually get my dad, like, a $25 gift card to Starbucks.
Nice.
And then, like, I usually might spend a little bit more on my mom because she, like, appreciates it. Because my dad will just be like, why'd you spend this money on me?
Yeah.
Like, I have, my dad makes money or whatever. And he's like, I have, I can get what I want. Like, I don't need your handouts or whatever. I don't think that's not what he means.
Dang.
It's not what, that's not what he says. But, like, it's like the vibe you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally understand. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Same
he's
thing.
like, I can take care of myself. Like,
right.
It's like he's
because it's like backwards. Like it's usually like the parents getting the kids and it's.
But now that we're adults,
yeah,
like,
it is different. Yeah.
I feel kind of awkward not getting them something.
Yeah.
I feel like a tool.
Yeah.
Like, I have a job and a house and stuff. I feel like I should buy you.
Yeah, like my mom or my dad, they'll be like, oh, like this is something I was looking at. It'll be something that's not that much money, and then I'll like respond and be like, what about this one that's like 3 times the amount? And they're like, no, it's too much money. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, yes.
Okay, I guess I'll elaborate on that question a little more because that's kind of. Do you have so you have two siblings? Do you guys ever go in on a gift like for your parents?
Yeah, we do that sometimes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
cool.
Nice too. Like
we've done that the last few years.
Yeah,
with my dad.
And they want us to, especially if they want something that's more money because they don't want us to, like one person to buy that. So it's nice. I couldn't imagine like being an only child and then they're like, oh no, like you can only buy us things that are $20 or something like that. Like,
yeah, I think last year we like bought my dad like a smart lock deadbolt for his.
Oh, nice.
And like we all went in on it.
Nice.
So like yeah, those are expensive, but like when we all go in on it, it's like $30-$40
Not
bucks.
bad. Yeah.
A couple or whatever.
Yeah, that's usually what we do, just because you can get something that's a little bit nicer. Because it's like we were talking earlier, like with gift exchanges, when they set the price to like $25 or $30, it's hard to find something that's like in that price, especially nowadays.
Yeah, it sucks.
So it's really helpful if you can go in on something.
I really feel strongly about like picking names.
You don't like it?
No, I'm okay with it. I'd rather pick names than do like white
elephant.
Don't even get me started. You might as well just take that $20 and throw it in the trash.
Pretty much.
Like,
yeah, we always do that in youth group.
I hate that.
It's super weird.
It's weird. You are literally just buying a gift for someone random.
There's always somebody that feels bad because there's good gifts and there's really bad gifts.
And I remember like there would
people
be people
feel bad and
who would feel bad. I'm like,
yeah. Well, because some people take it very seriously. They go out there and they find a really good deal on something that's like a nice gift that anybody would want. And other people are like, oh, this is a gag gift. Like, you're not going to ever want this.
I feel like I fluctuated a lot. Like, some years I'd get a prank, like a gag gift.
Yeah.
And other years I'd find something sick.
Yeah.
But, like, I always just try to buy stuff that I would want.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, honestly. But it is awkward.
But I think
it's better to pick
I think
names.
it's stupid. It's better to pick names. And then you're buying for that specific person. Yeah. So you can think about them.
Or ask them, hey, what do you want?
Right.
There you go.
My siblings keep it a secret. Like, who has who.
Oh, yeah.
And so do Nikki's siblings. So, like I have, like, I'll have somebody and, like, that, like, so I can't really ask them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, but at least you know them, so you can, like...
Yeah, well, I always get stuck with the people I don't know that well.
Yeah. The extended parts.
Like, I won't say who I have this year, but...
Why not? Just air that out.
Yeah, they don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but your other siblings might. That's the thing.
Caleb does. I'll talk about Nikki's family, because they definitely don't listen to it. So I have Michael's fiance, Tori.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who I have.
She actually follows our Instagram page. I don't know if she listens, but that'd be hilarious. If she listens, I might have to cut this out.
No, I don't care. But, like, I would say I probably know her better than some people in the family, but it'd be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like...
See, that...
It's just, you know what? It's not even like Tori or, like, even my sister. It's hard even having my own sister. It's hard for me to shop.
You don't know what they're into.
It's hard for me to shop for girls. Besides my wife.
See, keeping it a secret's not a good idea. Like for the Niebuhr side, like all the cousins and stuff, we draw the names and stuff or whatever. Yeah. But we do, like, everybody knows who has who. So then you can ask the person, hey, what do you want? And we know what the price setting is, and it just works out way better that way.
What do you guys do for your price?
It's like 30 or 35.
Isn't that dumb?
Yeah, I mean,
you can barely buy anything.
Yeah, but you just know that everybody is stuck in the same price range. So what most people do is just get a gift card for that amount, and that I'm fine with that. I'm always
I think I don't know. Yeah. I think somebody got me like a PlayStation gift card last year for that amount. I bought like a bunch of COD points or something.
Right. I mean, you would use it regardless, or Amazon or Starbucks, something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like an Amazon gift card's cool because you can just go towards like whatever you wanted to get anyways. I
feel bad sometimes just getting a gift card because I feel like you didn't put any effort into it. Me too. But I mean, people will use it, so it's like
I'm trying really hard this year not to do gift cards.
Good luck, dude. Especially if you can't ask the person what they want. I mean, that's good luck. Good freaking luck.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't remember who had me last year. I think Caleb's fiance had me last year. and I think Tony had me last year on Nikki's side. 2 years ago, I think Tony had me 2 years in a row. He got me a PlayStation remote. That was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. You'll use that for sure. All right.
Dude's got it all written out.
Trying to think. Next one. Okay. So, throughout the holidays, so Thanksgiving, Christmas, or maybe even New Year's for this answer, but what is your all-time favorite holiday dessert? And well, it doesn't have to be one thing too. You could say a couple things that are your favorite.
Let's say 2 things.
All right.
My mom used to make like these like shortbread cookies around this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
She still does, but she used to like have me give them to like my Sunday school teacher and like my teachers at school.
Mike Smith.
It was like shortbread cookies, and then these like chocolate caramel on like shortbread. It was so good.
Nice.
So those are really good. I would say those 2 are like my faves, and then like apple pie. I feel like that's just a classic. I love apple pie.
Oh, that's my favorite pie.
I'm a big apple pie fan.
Love it, dude. It's
I
the
could
best.
smash some apple pie
So
for freaking dessert, breakfast the next day.
Dude, my mom's mom, my grandmother is so like when she makes an apple pie.
Linda.
Yeah, I don't know what she does. Like I've watched her do it, and it's like she doesn't do anything different than probably anybody else does. But there is no pie on earth that tastes as good as her pie. Like I don't know what it is, but that thing is
Your grandpa probably grew the apples.
He does have apple trees.
That's probably what it is.
I don't know, but yeah.
Probably
apple pie is.
He probably nurtured them.
Nurtured them? What?
Like gave them nutrition.
I thought you were trying to say neutered.
I thought that's what the
mix
word
between
was,
neutered and
not.
Whatever else you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say
nurtured.
Nurtured. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you. All right, next question.
Neutered. I like that one
neutered.
better. No, that was my question to you. Favorite holiday dessert?
Yeah, my question now.
Yeah, your question.
Okay. I see. This is tough because I already know the answer, but it's kind of.
They might not.
Yeah, they don't. So 2 and 1.
2.
Did you get a real Christmas tree growing up? And are you gonna get a Christmas tree for your townhouse?
Oh, that's okay. First question.
I feel like they kind of go together.
Yes, we have always gotten a real tree. Like my family, and the funny thing about it is, there's always every single year, there's always like us butting heads because like me and my dad just do not care. Like we're like, let's go to Home Depot and buy a fake one and just put it up, put all the decorations on it, and then when Christmas is over, throw that thing in the box, throw it in the basement. Like
fully assembled, just throw it in the basement.
Easy, and that's what we like. My mom, on the other hand, is like, no, we are going to get a Christmas tree every year, and that's what we always do. So,
yeah, when it comes to holiday stuff, Mom's always win.
Yeah, it's just, it trumps all. So we've always gotten a real tree. As for my townhouse, dude, we probably won't.
That's so lame, bro.
But because my parents will get one, I'll go with them to get the tree, and I'll spend Christmas at my parents. So
that's cool.
Our townhouse, dude, we do not. I mean, I live with 2 other guys. Like, we do not care about decorations.
There's nothing on the wall.
No, dude. In our main area, when you walk in, we have a couch that kind of splits off, the dining room table and our normal living room. But we don't have a TV.
Kind of like how mine's set up.
But we don't have a TV, so it's just a couch facing a blank wall.
But you project.
But we have a projector, so. But it's just hilarious.
But that does look retarded.
If you don't know. And you come into our house, you're just like, what is going on here?
That's weird.
Because that's just what we do. But
or one of you guys gonna end up picking up a TV over Black Friday.
I like the projector, dude. We all like it. It's
really?
it's like watching a movie theater, dude.
Is it good quality?
It is, yeah.
Because when you send snaps, I'm like, man, that looks really faded. Like, you can't see anything.
I mean, it's not 4K, I don't think, but it's 1080.
No, it just looks like all you can see is the wall. But it might just be the way the picture is. Like, when you take a picture of a...
Yeah, like when you turn all the lights and everything, then it's like...
Your lights were on, I think, too.
Yeah. It's great,
right.
So...
Yeah, we've always gotten a real Christmas tree. And we still... Me and Nikki love Christmas, and we love Christmas trees.
Yeah, honestly, dude, there is not a single person that I could name that takes Christmas more seriously than you do.
No.
Just like straight
really?
up. Really? Yeah. Like, dude, honestly, like I'm telling you, you've already sent me Snapchats this year, like playing Christmas music and stuff in the background.
It's a little early, but yeah, you're right.
But like this every year.
Off.
No, dude, without fail, every single year, first person to even bring up Christmas is always you. I just think it's hilarious because like somebody that doesn't know you as well as I do wouldn't realize that you're actually like that. Like you take it very seriously. Like when you get into the Christmas spirit,
you're so intense about that.
You're in the Christmas spirit. I love it.
I love Christmas, but like I've said this before, but the 3 weeks leading up to Christmas too is like
your favorite.
Yeah, dude. I love like the Christmas music in Wegmans. I love just like people having eggnog in their grocery cart. Like I love just like everybody's just in a different mood. Like everybody's kind of just like way happier.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit more like with it.
Yep.
And I look at people like less as zombies. I feel like I look at them more as like humans.
Yeah, people are just generally just happier around the holidays.
Yeah, dude.
Like, doesn't matter.
I worked at Stokey's for like, I don't know, 4 years just doing Christmas trees and stuff. And man, like, that is one of the best places to work if you want to be happy during Christmas. Because, like, everyone...
Yeah.
It's, like, the best place for customer service, too. Because, like,
it's
everyone's
easiest.
happy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, all these families are there with their grandparents and the college kids that came back for the weekend just to get their tree. And the grandkids and the dogs that they just got last year. And everybody's there. And everybody's stoked to get their Christmas tree. And it's sick, dude. Like, my whole family has a pretty sweet tradition that we go, like, every Black Friday. It's not always been Black Friday, but
right around
I think the last few years it's been Black Friday, but it's been usually that weekend or the next weekend.
Nice.
I think one year we had to skip to the next weekend because there was like a big ice storm. So like all the Christmas tree farms were closed because it was like too dangerous.
Yeah.
To like walk around.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It was like a liability.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's a cool tradition.
It is sick. And like we all get real trees now. So, like, my parents get one, Becca and Isaac get one, Ian and Olivia get one, we get one, and then, like, I'm, like, Santa Claus that day. Like, I'm the one with the truck, so everybody loads all their trees into my truck.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so me and Nikki will stop on the way home. We'll put our tree up. We don't hang anything on it for the first, like, day or two. Because you have to let it, like, open up and breathe. Put, water and stuff.
Yep.
Then we set it up, and we leave, and we drop off, like, Ian and Olivia's, Becca and Isaac's, then my parents, and then everybody meets back at my parents for, like, usually, like, leftover Thanksgiving, right? So,
right.
Yeah, it's sweet, and it's a cool tradition, and it's, like, one of those things now where it's, like, I don't know if I could, like, live without it, like.
That's the thing about traditions, like, it's so fun just doing them, because you're looking forward to it every year. But then if you were to just stop, it would be, like... So long.
And like you were saying, like if anybody knew me, like I'm like I can be kind of anti-tradition in a lot of ways. Like I'm for the most part hate most traditions. I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Why do we do that?
Yeah.
But then in other ways,
but that's more because
like
you just want to question like, okay, well, why have we done this for so long?
Yeah.
Which is a fair question.
And that's probably more like he's probably more referring to like church stuff. I'd say. I've always been kind of like that, like, oh, like, what's the reason for this? Or that?
Right.
Kind of weird.
Right.
Like, it's not even in the Bible. Why are we doing that?
Anyways.
Just stating the obvious. But anyways, like, but then at the same time, like, I don't question, like, yeah, like, I like Christmas. Like, I like certain traditions. I just don't like I don't know, like, when a tradition becomes, like,
you have to do it.
Yeah, almost
right.
like not a religion, but like a cult or like.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's like legalistic, whatever it is. I don't know. It's not really legalistic. Like a holiday isn't legalistic, but you know what I mean. Where it's like forced.
Yeah.
I don't like anything forced.
Exactly.
But I love Christmas, and I wish I could force it down everybody's throat.
So watch out, because
Kidding.
who else coming for you? Yeah. So my next question then would be, all right. So that was a good, cool tradition. But what is your favorite tradition for the holiday time?
Well, I'm gonna have to say, and at least it used to be when our families got together on New Year's.
Right.
We would either our whole family would stay at their house, including our parents, or their whole family would stay at our house. And we'd have, I don't know, like parents would order us pizza and stuff, or make pizza. And I think our parents would eat steak and stuff.
They would stay up all night drinking coffee. We would be in the basement playing video games all night, like
playing Nerf Wars.
Yep.
Like savages.
Our moms would cook a really nice breakfast in the morning.
So good.
Yep. That's definitely my favorite
The monkey
tradition,
bread and stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Nothing
good.
like it.
And we would do stuff like, we'd play like Ultimate Frisbee in the snow and stuff. And
oh, yeah. Oh, usually the next day.
Sledding on Black Creek Park when we stayed at your house.
Usually like the next day we would go out there and we would somehow trick the girls to come outside and it just end up in a snowball fight. Like just.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know how we always... They're kind of naive, apparently. But there was... it was always Grace's... It was Grace's birthday is January 1st. That's his sister. So, so we'd usually like celebrate her birthday too. So it's kind of cool. It's just like... That was a freaking blast. Like,
yeah, and like... I mean, I think it's crazy. Most people would be like, how did you make that happen? I mean, you got two families, like, with kids and, like, parents as well, and you're going to each other's houses every other year and spending, like, an overnight. Like, most people would be like, how do you make that work? But we just did.
That's pretty rare, and it's even more rare now.
Yeah, and I think it was just because our family just got along so well that it just made sense.
Yeah, and if anybody knows, like, our dads, like... I feel like they don't have that many friends. They're both kind of like loners, and they both like work a ton and just like hide in their offices. But they've been friends forever and they get along.
But they have each other, so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I would love to just like be a fly on the wall for their conversations. I do feel like their conversations when they're alone probably range as broadly as ours do.
Probably even more.
Probably more, yeah.
I mean, it's going to go from, like, some seriously deep, like theology, like, just debunking this and that, and then also, like, just talking about whatever's going on. Like, just normal stuff. Like, who even knows?
I'm sure they jump around from, like, spiritual stuff to financial stuff to jobs to...
Our kids are... messing up and whatever dads talk about.
I'm sure they complain about us all the time.
It's okay, we forgive you.
Like,
yeah. No, but did
you hear their last podcast?
Right. Those were honestly some of my best memories though. Like just I would look forward to that day like throughout the year. Yeah. Like just because it was just such a big event where we would get to spend the whole overnight together.
What's crazy about it too, I didn't even think about this till right now really, is like it's not even like our families lived far away from each other. Like, I feel like some families do this when they're like, one family's in Virginia and the other one lives up here and they travel to see each other. That's how we acted.
We live in the same county.
But we saw each other like twice a week.
Yeah.
All year.
Yeah.
For like church and youth group at least. And then we always did sleepovers all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of that.
Yeah.
But that's why we've always kind of referred to each other as like cousins.
Right, because we're just so close. We just spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, it was a blast. I used to tell friends at school and stuff that like
they're probably like, what?
I had like 3 Christmases. Like I had my Christmas with my family, and I had one in Canada, and then I had one at your house.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Yeah,
basically.
It was freaking blast.
Yeah, great times.
Was that your question?
Yeah, that was my question.
So I gotta ask a question now.
Yup. What you got?
I already asked you about Thanksgiving, right? And that you doing that. I didn't ask you about Thanksgiving?
No.
Dude's like, no, you didn't. Okay, well, what I was going to ask about Thanksgiving was, what do you guys do for Thanksgiving, essentially? Because you guys used to do the race thing, and you have your mom's side, your dad's side. Your dad's side is freaking enormous.
Now it is, yeah.
And then your mom's side is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And your mom's sister lives near your grandma, right?
No. They live in Philly, and my grandparents live in Bradford, basically. So.
Oh, right.
They're like 6 hours away.
So they're actually farther.
Yeah.
It's only like a 3-hour drive from here, right?
Yeah, for us it's not bad. It's 2.5.
Yeah, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it varies year over year. Sometimes we're spending it with the Niebuhr side, sometimes with the Mill Irons. It always alternates. We're always waiting to see which family is doing what, and then we're coordinating around that, and because obviously both sides of the family also have two sides of family they're trying to spend time with. So.
Yeah, and you never know. I'm sure. I know your aunt and uncle travel a lot, so they might go to Outer Banks one year because they go there a lot, don't they?
Yeah, not at Thanksgiving usually, but
okay.
But yeah, you just never know. Or they have family down in Pennsylvania as well, or New Jersey rather. So yeah, we gotta coordinate all that, and it always changes. But for the longest time, because we were doing the race with Grace, that was the understanding was our family, that's what we're doing Thanksgiving morning. So we're not going to Pennsylvania to the day before or whatever.
Right.
We are every Thanksgiving morning for most of my childhood was spent at First Bible Baptist running a 10K Thanksgiving morning.
Freaking stupid.
Crazy. And I don't think I'll ever do that again, but I love that tradition, and I have great memories from that.
You used to always freaking win, that's why.
Right. Yeah.
Dude,
to me, it was always a competition because a lot of people from Northgate surprisingly knew about this, and they would also run it.
Tons.
A lot of people.
The Greers
and plus, I knew people from North Star because North Star is associated with First Bible Baptist, obviously. So I had a lot of people that I knew, and so when I went to the 10K race every year, it was I am going all out.
I remember David Ream and stuff always getting upset because. And I remember David Greer getting upset one year.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all, man, dude, they were running every day.
Yep.
And I remember the Sunday before everybody, we were all running around in the gym and stuff. And David was talking to you. And he was talking about how he's been, running for the race,
training.
Yeah. And I'm laughing at all you guys. I ain't going to freaking run on Thanksgiving. It's stupid. I'm going to eat food. And you were like, yeah, I'm going to go. I haven't run at all. In 6 months. And everybody's like, oh, sweet. And finally, Jack hasn't practiced. Gonna crush this dude. And then I think you said, you went out for, a little run with your mom. And you were like, oh, yeah, I feel pretty good. And then you ran. And you literally beat everyone from church.
And I PR'd that. I remember that exact day. That was the fastest I had ever run the race.
Yeah.
Literally didn't train at all. I ran once a week before.
Right? Yeah. You just went for a jog.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you telling me, you're like, yeah, I felt pretty good. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like, this dude's gonna freaking crush.
Yeah.
And I remember telling Matthew Greer, I think, I was like, bro, I feel like Jack's gonna just crush everyone.
Matt's like, Dave's gonna get him.
Yeah.
And he's pretty quick.
I think Joe Plants ran that race too.
There's a lot of people.
I just remember you beating everyone.
Oh yeah.
I remember looking through the list because you see it online. And I was looking at it on Thanksgiving on my grandma's computer. And I'm like, this dude just beat everyone from Northgate.
Yeah.
Just wrecked. It was sweet.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions of all time. It was so much fun. Just going there, it's cold because it's Thanksgiving. In Rochester, it's cold. Some years it was snowing when we were running the race.
Oh, yeah.
It just depended. It's usually bad weather even, but...
The year I went to Alabama was, the worst year for me to go to Alabama owning and plowing.
Oh, right. I remember that, yeah.
Because it got down... I remember you sending me a picture. A bunch of people went shopping together on Black Friday that night. A ton of our friends. I mean, you were there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And it was, 0.
Yeah.
The temperature, it was, -20 wind chill.
Yeah.
And it was Thanksgiving.
And there was snow on the ground. I remember that. Yeah.
Isaac ran my salt truck for me while I was gone.
That was crazy.
So dumb.
You just never know with Rochester weather. It's it's supposed to snow Friday, right? or sometime this week?
I had snow today in Batavia.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It gets cold at night now.
Dude, this was like freaking like noon. It was like sunny out. The cloud came. It started snowing.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like sleet. It was nasty. It was like raining. Then it was snow. Then it was raining.
Dude, we just made it to November.
And it was like pretty heavy snow. Let me look.
That's just wild.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Let me see here.
Yeah, here in Rochester, we are no stranger to bad weather.
No, not at all. It's pretty bad.
Or for Will, good weather. I feel like you love when there's a big storm that comes through.
I think the rest of the week ain't too bad. The thing is, like, tomorrow night, it's supposed to be 29 degrees at night.
It could snow.
Next week looks actually a little bit better, in the 50s. But yeah, like 46 is the high tomorrow. That's crazy. And we'll see, because this episode comes out like before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we'll see, like, I'm sure by then it's in a couple weeks, so.
Yeah, no, for sure. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Was that your question? I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
About Thanksgiving. Well, okay, you already said you don't like turkey, so that goes rid of that question. Okay, Christmas music. You love Christmas music. But what, if you had to pick one Christmas song, what's your favorite? There's a lot to choose from, obviously.
So, the thing about me, the Christmas music, is I actually don't really like the, like the regular classic.
The pop Christmas, you don't
Yeah,
like
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, Frosty, the Snowman. I hate that. Yeah. That's so freaking gay. I hate all that stuff. I gotta say, like, let me look. I'm not really great with, like, song names. I have Christmas playlists that I always go back to.
Alright, have you already been listening to this Christmas playlist this year?
Not yet, no.
Okay, good.
But
it's too early for that.
I have a rule. I at least hold out till Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I like Little Drummer Boy, which I know is a little bit like poppy, right?
It is, but
it's an older song.
Yeah.
But I like certain renditions of it. Like King and Country does a really good one.
That is true. Their rendition of it is fantastic.
And
I
like
love that
Pentatonics.
song. Oh, lost me there.
Really?
Lost me there.
Carol of the Bells might be my favorite Christmas song, though.
100%. It's just the best.
From Home Alone.
Yeah. But it's got to be the Trans-Siberian Orchestra doing it.
100%.
It's got to be.
And then I would say my favorite, like, I don't know if it's a hymn, but like hymn-esque, is O Come Emmanuel, or God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Okay.
I like
those are the songs you get down to.
I really like those songs. Well, I kind of like folky, like Dark Winter Night Christmas music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
I like I'm not really up with the music terms. You know that. But I like ones with like kind of like deep, like voices and like a beat and like.
Yeah, you just described every song ever. Voices and beats.
Like I don't. Yeah.
I know what you're saying though. Yeah, you like something with a darker mood to it.
A darker mood. That's like like
just
it's dark out, snowy. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It gives you like kind of chills.
Oh, Come Emmanuel is exactly that.
That's
it's like,
exactly why I like.
If you
song.
listen to that when it's dark out, like you feel that. Like it's just.
And that is what I'm looking for in every Christmas song. And if it doesn't really have that, I don't listen to it.
Makes sense.
So that's kind of that's
checks
where I'm
out.
at.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it. Is that the way to describe that? Dark mood?
Yeah, there's moods to songs, there's tone.
There is.
Yeah.
There's moods to songs. Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course.
What are the moods?
There's different moods, dude. I don't know exactly.
Like cold, hot, like...
Just...
Happy, sad?
Yeah, like happy would be one, like stuff like that, you know. I don't... Yeah. Ask a music major.
Alright, final question.
Alright, what do you got?
If you could get one thing for Christmas this year, what would it be?
A new car! No. Yeah, so when you say new thing, you just mean like across like anything, basically? Never mind. Don't answer that. I already know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. And we've mentioned this on the podcast, but the Fellow Ode grinder is just spectacular. There's nothing like that. I mean,
it's an electric grinder, right?
It's electric burr grinder that has won. Last year, it won so many awards because it was brand new last year. It's like super quiet. It's like perfect. The thing just looks beautiful. It's matte black.
What do you mean it's quiet? It's quiet when it's running? Really?
It has a whole bunch of awards for how quiet it runs. But it's not cheap. That's the only thing. So, but that would be like the ultimate.
That makes sense, dude. The quiet thing sounds nice just because, like...
Yeah, I don't know how quiet
I have a hard time... Well, you know how loud mine is.
Oh, it'd be quieter than that, for sure. But I don't know how much quieter. Never heard it, but... Supposedly, it's pretty quiet.
That'd be sick if...
That is beautiful, though. Yeah, I love that.
That's sick, yeah.
All right, same question to you. What would you say?
Yeah. Probably... I feel like I'm pretty easy to shop for. Because if you stay within certain like groups of things, I'm pretty much.
That's the thing with you. You're in every group ever, so yeah, it's not hard.
I just mean like if you take some of my main hobbies and just like buy something within that.
That's exactly what I mean by you have everything as a hobby.
The only problem with that is like I feel like people are like, oh, he's into hunting. Then I get a bunch of like hunting camo from Walmart.
Yeah.
Or like
that's true.
A hunting knife that sucks.
Yeah, a
Walmart
like, knife.
Oh, like this isn't a Montana Knife Company knife. This is like
you should have just given me money so I could buy the nicer thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know how you and me both feel about like quality of goods.
Quality of goods.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, well, I'm one of those people too, where it's like, well. If I can't afford the best thing, then I don't really want anything.
Yeah, we agree on that.
Like, it's hard for me to be like, oh, I'm going to spend,
But that would mean that it's hard to shop for you, then.
It is and it isn't. Because, like, you can find stuff, even, like, within the Sitka. Like, take Sitka, for example. Okay. The best hunting... We talked about in the interview with Aaron.
Right.
It's, like, one of the top 3 hunting clothing companies in the world.
Right. Undisputed, I would say.
Yeah, pretty undisputed. Definitely top 3, if not number 1. And literally, once you get in the top 3, it's literally just, like, personal preference and, like...
Right.
Marketing, pretty much. So, anyways... Like, yeah, you're not probably going to buy me the Sitka bibs. That's what I want. The Stratus bibs. They're $350.
Right. There you go.
That's something I just have to set aside money for myself and buy.
Yeah.
But they do sell, like, some flannels, and they sell some cool t-shirts that they make, and, like, so here's the thing, like, if you know what hobbies I'm really into, and then, like, what brands I'm into within those hobbies, you can probably find something that I would be pretty stoked about. Like, I use this, like, GPS mapping system for hunting called Onyx. And they make some sick, like, t-shirts that just have, like, cool hunting graphics on them that are sick. If I got one of those for Christmas, I'd be stoked. Because it's not something I'd just, like, go buy. Because I'd be like, oh, it's a waste of $25.
Yeah.
But if somebody got it for me, I'd be super happy. So
does it have to be a surprise, though? Or can people ask you, like, hey, what specifically do you want?
No, I like when people ask me.
Yeah, same.
I don't like people wasting their money on something that I know I'm going to get rid of.
I agree.
Because I'm like one of those people where it's like, well, if that doesn't really fit me. Like,
yeah, trash.
Yeah, I don't throw it away, but I'll hold on to it for like 6 months and then I'll like...
Just in case they come over and check to see if you're using it. Yeah.
Then I'll like gift it.
Yeah, re-gift it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of... I'm just not... Yeah, I like the best... Like, you're better off, like, getting me, like, a really... But here's the thing, dude. Like, I could say, like, you're better off getting me a pack of beer. Probably not.
Yeah, you were pretty picky, even with beer.
And that's the thing, dude. And that's how you feel about coffee. Yeah. Like, when people get you coffee, you're like, oh, why'd you get me coffee? Yeah. But people think they're doing you a favor, will still do it bro.
Every year.
They think they're hooking you up with coffee. No. It's the same... I think that the only thing that people could probably beat me at with, like, getting me a gift and, like, I don't know that much about, but I'm trying to, is if they got me a bottle of, like, red wine. If they got me their favorite, I'd be super stoked if everyone this year got me their favorite bottle of red wine. Filled my wine cabinet.
I agree 100%.
And then I could, like, anything from 10 to, $40, $50. Anywhere in that range, dude, I would love to just, like, have everybody comes with their favorite wine. And then my whole wine cabinet's filled with wines that I've never tried, and I try them. It'd be sick.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about even having that as a gift option. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great idea because it really it applies to any budget. Because you can find wine for like $15, but you can also find wine for hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
And there's a wide range in there, so.
Yeah, and you can get, like, I've been watching some sommeliers on YouTube and stuff, and they're talking about, like, $15 wines that they think should be $75. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I need to grab that.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, and I've tried some of those wines, and it's,
I heard they're pretty accurate. I mean, these are
people know what they're talking about.
These are freaking professionals. Like, I figured, take them at their word. I had a Merlot that's a 2021 this past weekend, and it was delicious. And I'm going to see if I can find it up here, because I had it in South Carolina, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I think that episode was sweet.
Yeah, let us know what you're wishing you get for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, we don't really care what you want for Christmas, let's be honest. I could care less what you want.
Yeah.
Jack cares, I don't.
And he says it with a straight face. Anyways, yeah, we're excited for the holidays. Hopefully you are too. Let us know what your traditions are, Curious to find out about that. But, yeah, you guys know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, click the links, follow everything, buy our merch. You know what to do.
Follow us on Spotify.
Yeah. And other than that, it's been another episode of the Job Experiment After Dark.
Out.